Sport, any Mundo Deportivo, said two things, almost the same at the end of Mocha, but with different words.
I'm saying.
So, Uko Mundo any monoma. Or say, a la final, essentially saying, say, on to the final, or to the final. And Uko Sport any monoma. Omo kasa about how Abasa did do fun at home and how that is important on the night. Hansi Flick aye Juma. You see, a whole is starting community. Hansi Flick, why Juma?
Sure.
Maybe for a lot of people, Omore feed the story of Hansi Flick. He was an assistant manager to Bayern team one. In fact, he was a constant assistant. Every time, assistant. He rose through the ranks. At some point in time, he had worked with Joachim Low in Germany, going to the World Cup and a lot of the competitions also at some point in time. Rich, I am from there. And Obabeji Ejumana FC by mission, when they needed somebody who has done the job before, experienced Nibi. Now, just like every other German, disciplinarian, on Ben Sebi Kwasiasem, or straight up, or honest, on can some fan, the send it on fan wada no a catch you. Which throughout the days I was buying home, every final he played a winner. DFP Pokal, Champions League, German Super Cup, everything. Club World Cup, BBR, Super Cup Europe, OJ. It's literally an assistant throughout the career, assistant. Only you are Kim Loa and Ekoba and over far by in a Jumana and a fire. Then opportunity came with the DFB. So Omeye, the main manager for the German national team. Rich. And one of the biggest trouble of Hansi Flick is here. So Mekaya, you call World Cup. Na omuni Japan, Ebona Japan, show at halftime. There's a famous video or call halftime or call Kekebu. In fact, Oba Barcelona. Pedri say, oh, who saw video of Hansi Flick? Not just what team in Juma. Sa Germany team, no, they did not perform well at the World Cup. At the Euros, they didn't perform well. And there were a lot of widespread reports. Our Germany crew must say, Hansi Flick is too strict. Now, the ball no bono. On Sudan, German football strict. I know some more directness can cry when the ball it doesn't fit the German national team. Which, Jumano, a bono. It's never for a while. Before this Barcelona job, Chelsea, Munina, Conin, and Namneho, Codin, Como, Team Bia, Lucy manager. Yes, you will be Hansi Flick, Beba, Hansi Flickenba, Hansi Flick, Beba, Hansi Flickenba. Rich.
Because that time, no castle look. Me Peba said, my mom family.
Yeah.
And I can do it.
Yeah. Once Xavi, it was clear that Xavi was go. He came.
Also, mom for Barca,
Barcelona,
me said, Juma, we may.
Rich.
And Oba, and I mean, super.
Excellent job.
Super
Rich,
job.
Say, and if you follow proceedings, you will not understand how difficult the game was for Barcelona. And Opano, La Liga for the report about the 12 say, through Aviatabas. Say, Omo two Barcelona players are almost registered in January. That is Danny Olmo. I think not Gerard Martin, Paul Victor. Almost registered in January. Say with some selling of the 100 million VIP seats in the Spotify company next season. I'm sure question Shimuno says can any possible Seba Sabina. And until say court of arbitration or Spain or Eddie Omushimuba, no Munomoya Jenia, they will deregister Danny Olmo and Paul Victor as the season goes on. And you may know Anche before Sebastian match. And one report about what to catch Barcelona fans we are singing and say, Omunyai have you tabas in Semno Mokikano. Now, Argentina let anybody just when they are preparing for a big game like this against Atletico de Madrid. Argentina amber days before. So Barca went into the game knowing that they had been inspired by our president to do the job on the field of play and forget the noise around the field of play. In your pre-match analysis, we said, Hansi Flick will go into the game knowing say Atletico de Madrid for no ebebo in the lineup by your name say Omota Ebopa. we know say Atletico the Madrid
usual 4-4-2.
Usual 4-4-2 no, then in and around how they want to play, no, they will be more compact in how they want to play. Rich, you could give me the same thing. Flat 4-4-2 from Atletico de Madrid.
Okay.
And I like Hansi Flick, Rich. He knew and expect Atletico de Madrid to be Santi. Or no, as a coach of Team FC Barcelona, or call Martin him no. Rich, one kobo, just a regular 4-3-3, and then hopes okay they can get something against Atletico de Madrid for derby. And yes, Hansi Flick here. Hansi Flick went into the game, going into yes a nominal 4-3-3. But Senabasa Kitabona, it became a 3-2-5 because the back three no, Inigo Martinez, Pau Kubasi, and a branch friend is Jules Kunde. Stretching the weight with a branch your friend Alejandro Balde, then pulling a finger inside. Rich or totally, or him say game ni be pinten. I down to one Sheniana, Gavia, Cody, Yellow Card B, and some of the players in or to see strictly. The players in Yenua are very, very good on the ball. Excellent recyclers of the ball, excellent ball retainers, and excellent players are omni senior Yekita ball near pulling opponents out of play. It is if you want there. Not a simple Abrantia pen Frankie de Jong, any Abrantia pen Pedri, for the rich. Say Atletico for in your ball almost set it in the mid block. Very, very passive. What team are your friend Barcelona say? They have 3 center backs on the team that started playing. Right in front of them, there are 2 players in a branch of friend Pedri and a branch of friend Frankie de Jong. Frankie de Jong, eh? Oh, you good. And me say me one of the people I me tie eka se me pe Marc Casado or se me pe Marc Banal, so 2 boys from La Masia. But they are not near Frankie de Jong CCA. If Barca can still keep those boys together and understand the Frankie, right. Which ball possession, the receiving of the ball in the house space for her, almost turn it forward and then constantly keeping it sticking was important. But Rich, baby, a winning match like a Barcelona was the choice of center forward and then the choice of an attacker. Hansi Flick epic here. Who said he could have played Gavi? Could have played anybody else. But about Rafinha on the left hand side, about Lamine Yamal, he decided to stay away from a branch friend Robert Lewandowski. So rather started with a branch friend Ferran Torres, the Shaq, and added Fermin Lopez. 2 house space monsters. And Dani Olmo, I was sure they would have started Dani Olmo because I let it for elbow compact 4-4-2. So about the Sadia that have players that to occupy the house space with a lot of movement. It is a Oshe Barca go now almost now. It was a simple ball from the area of Babiana Brantia, your friend Lamine Yamal Ejina. Then the movement of Brantia friend Ferran Torres in there into the space which what on Facebook you could see Babia Brantia friend Lamine Yamal ebe peke ball of Richardo. Now only a ball on the panel. Count the number of Atletico de Madrid players ahead of him. Okay. Almost 5.
All right.
Just in that area, he could find there are spaces in there. And also the 2 Ferran Torres movement, Fermin Lopez also decoy movement. So opening up Atletico de Madrid and letting them get a job done. And then Nyame say about halftime here in Barca, I was 69% of ball possession. Now Atletico de Madrid, I was 31. Total dominance. So ball in your say no more counter press, no magic. And idea about Ferran Torres, this season people don't speak too much of it. And the ability to press and counter press. Or very, very well in the press and counter press.
Another Clasico final.
Yeah, more game you know. What we have is that, like you're saying, Copa del Rey El Clasico final. I think on the 26th, right?
26th of April.
And the El Clasico final.
As a moment, you now move on. I say, look, and Barcelona is a good team.
Yeah.
But I think Atletico Madrid need a coach. Need a new coach.
Okay.
Honestly. Coach our 4-4-2. Maybe na. Oh yeah, 2 defensive do. I don't know. Anything I will say I'm a catcher say. Game me who is a Barca bacho. You see this Barca team, what's the back on baby you. They know how to unlock you.
Yeah.
And now I'm boy expansive football.
Yeah.
Beam.
Yeah.
What I think the Omenian spaces now. The ball and
I say, I'm
realizing that they will be there.
I'm realizing Atletico for Amana difficult in expanding them. Rich. She may be Lamine Yamal ebe peke born. And you see, Lamine Yamal, last season by this time, Cole Palmer was ahead of him. But today.
Oh, is it?
Cole Palmer and Ben Lamine Yamal in terms of impact in games, he is miles ahead of Obia in world football today in terms of creativity, and assist, BBR, and he will meet. It's already catch Madrid this season.
Oh, na say no Madrid for no. I'm on Barcelona final.
I'm happy Barca.
I'm on Clasico final. Enti we dey so musi because enti must team back or boot 2 times.
Yet office one Lord buy marketing or get change so mo best Madrid for ni.
It looks like almost
bomb.
And do ever come once.
But Copa del Rey now Madrid for 20 wins and 20 losses over there. And now in the English Premier League games no next year course we expected a Liverpool win at Anfield. It happened. Also we expected say na team a friend Man City best Leicester City. It happened. What it means is that and then on the English Premier League table, which more game but Chelsea had that Seas was a 7th. Seas.
Okay.
The Premier League.
Newcastle won match or more.
Wa bought but we say weekend na year bought games. No bought about cup final. But not Liverpool were born games.
One game as well.
One game outstanding.
Okay.
And then Chelsea about against Torreya must be.
I wish.
What do you wish? Saying I thought I'm in Chelsea. Thank you, Chelsea. The very 7th. Yay! It got 20 of my
it will be a much of this. Say, I'm Mamma Bobby. I was out to the review.
Against the borders.
I mean, Tottenham now transform me.
Say, Tottenham between 1960 and 2006. Not Chelsea Sherry de Bia, not Tottenham Sheba Okada. And Nancy has a Tottenham a try so man wide, which many indication can create from Ange Postecoglou on him. Ange say, Bona or Bababo or Stanford Bridge, no. On Bambo born and Bambo defense will be him. You open up and play. Enzo Maresca say Cole Palmer, Noni Madueke, Nicolas Jackson, Munya fits to play. And I'm reliably informed says our 3 players will be able started. Me expect to say Wesley Fofana will play at the back also as part of the back two. No? Then the problem, however, will be baby Reece James Ebebo. And now Cheche Muse, Nintia on person Reece James as a conventional fullback. No? What is a Chelsea phone complaining journalist Ebisano? Nintia on person and say, Rich, Reece a prasa with some hamstring injury. No? Say Obon as a conventional fullbacker. Say Nima Rich. Say Befan say you should say tactical board players as what we want to do for Reece issue now. Say Obon Reece train as a conventional fullbacker. It means that in this area, as a Reece no aba. For him, with the injuries no, Oba cover too much ground in this area into a person of what he wants to do for Reece James is Oba in fin say as a CM. Made for this no, and I'm expecting the same probably will be done because he will not exert too much energy against him. Your friend Torreya Mospe. Chelsea's set of games no more bono. Rich Olusu Bakokra, there will be no Champions League.
Mobo Torreya Enevia.
Yeah.
My next game against Brentford.
Away from home.
Tough game.
Then
Liga also the Ephraim sending and
Liga also the easy.
Liga also.
Then Ipswich Town.
And then no say don't change grab a show.
Don't worry.
Don't change. Ipswich yet and then said
Ipswich Chelsea best.
Fulham Everton and so much stubborn.
But see, we know how important it is for our fans and the club for Champions League. I say Chelsea team here, and you want team qualify because up to 8 Brighton and Hove Albion crowd team qualify. Tottenham for it is going to be the regular Tottenham team that we know. Which song you mean? Almost everybody cross air back in the team. Nipa air Claire say Mobi air Brentford friend Kevin Danso, who is not going to be there in the NRH. Na enra Misha English Premier League na Misha Copa del Rey no. Na many bako tete Turkey for Turkish Cup no. Did you see the goals Victor Osimhen share?
Around you idiot.
See,
a beast of a striker.
Striker and Victor Osimhen. Chelsea for them first can man.
He's so hungry for success.
Nah.
We feeling the style baby.
And
Victor.
On in the same game, na Liam Delap also and then the Ipswich Town airbar against Bournemouth. Rich. Say Chelsea be to me. Because Osimhen will go to the AFCON in December. Nicolas Jackson will go AFCON in December. Chelsea will come into 2 center forwards in me. So Liam Delap say Ipswich score relegation. The release clause there 40 million.
And also a trigger.
What trigger not number? On us kaga krebi na man on nani mumie. Akwa you no busia for more.
Chairman.
Obejo.
That Nigeria ni. Abi ekuta boy.
On busia for harajere. Iti obejo 200,000 bi. But for Liam Delap you get these two players together, Rich. Next season I think that Chelsea will be able to compete. So that's what we see in 32 games for Galatasaray, 27 goals. And Osimhen I admire. Then you may say Chelsea shot who come back. He said if you want the Enzo Fernandez any more sky so the number Neto should be back. Cole Palmer, Jadon Sancho, Ange Postecoglou say on actually he is coming in to for a full out attack. It's a child the two main centre backs number Mickey van der Ven and Kuti Romero back. Pedro Perro and Jed Spence at the back with Brent friend Guillermo Vicario. Then the midfield three of Madison, Bentancur, and Beck Valle making fifth for then Song Heung-min, Domenico Solanke, and Abentia, Edison Odobe, ever making the first 11 of team friend Toria Mospe. Baby, I mean, say game no. Chelsea has a chance. It's in the middle of the pack of Enzo Fernandez and Abentia friend Moise Caicedo. For the last few games, me who say Enzo Fernandez application without the ball and on the board has been very good with Timmy competing and with FIFA for Chelsea. But with the presence of Domenico Solanke, Chelsea defense no, and so me a very, very wary of Song Heung-min. Game with the goals, beba.
Sure.
And Chelsea need Tottenham Hotspur matches there. Uchu Mutaya and goals number for both sides. Goals to come. And so Yashisha Kuri, can no boys ni video. No boys na dear, no messages be brave.
And Nketias asking a message.
I say, found number my and Debia me catch on me here, Bibia, me here. So, over say, would you dick would you try to dick you don't need to give me anything.
We are no pebi.
I bra, the show no. Nakukudi. Unya dear and one, just say thank you and come back and one. That's the most important. It's rich. Minister be 2,000. But before that, my only find and the code and tuja for boys na number some coffee.
Before we the code number tuja.
Yeah.
You had done listen about US. Was I Chelsea ni?
Okay.
Chelsea ni kesi.
Odate boyas ana.
Odate boyas.
Okay, okay. Then the birthday.
On fire show in Niagara. Okay. The time belt na. Yeah. Ni US no say muno aye ipa ba still.
That.
Oh sorry. Ehwe yen game enti Odate boyas. Oh US.
And then the birthday be and change Chelsea be sham Odate.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Odate.
Enti chama baby a obi a na happy birthday to you. Nyamin shaw.